Also the first President Emma West Africa Nobles Forum Mami Dino Pacho Mami Juliana Boatma anase Mami ya Boatma ododo Mami ya Boatma ena efri mono enya Auntie Mary Auntie ya Boatma na brofo Dino Juliana nti ochena ewo Asante Dwabe Mukujana na Emma Afi Mami nyesa happy birthday yenko all the way to US Worcester you start for almost 70 power and your 70th birthday happy one kese pa ye demand hana eboa wo America de ombeka hana ye boa na ka ofia nka beti hana eboa ka ofia din kura kan se am fra me eboa beti adwo eboa ku eboa ma eboa ye eboa enti ante eboa ene ye wawoda ye ma happy birthday abusuafo no omo wo UK omo wo US omo wo Ghana omo wo Germany ni ante ne birthday obedi bedi ama na sun say feel omo sinyame nhiraw na onfamfie ni bi nso enka ho na ye ma wonti ase say omo do papa yensu aka ache omo se wonso odo wo mo meda kuyaski sase ene matade no mi ankasa me hye ya na me se enchene nkamfo ne ho nanso atade no hye na wa okra ya na wa sori prekope say yes this is me no say atade ne kasa musu tifi na say ya wa Africa way fata me da si o kuyaskis ne pam mami ane me Friday we mami ba ko pe kuyaskis opam ne fefefe no na ne so asan ye na ade ni bi enti say won so pe Friday we opel corporate we opel everyday we echina me menda we o de kwa sorry o de kwa bedin to o de kwa efro kane ni atwan say ye pe yi abroche die bi gown bi na say African print no kro mo de pam na o mo ye combo na wa hwe combo yi say na o de akọ iphobia say Ghana ni ba papa bi African woman bebia esoso fefefe enti frekuyaski swati no pambim show 020-836-4729 020-836-4729 Instagram Facebook ho KUYASKIS kuyaskis na obehu designs ahodo a ho opeso hu baby wan kasa dia say the medical kan chew no ACP Estate Junction ho na kuyaskis medananse afi ekwanimu atene ora Stanley Martey penia wo hwe enkita hudie nsem so ema Ghana water adwumaku no Ghana hanyina anopeyi waba ye bedi nkomo efise ya na mo de message se ba na mo frɛ yen ena nsuo ne ma bi kra na watwemienu ebisi na watwemien se ebisa bosumi ni nsuo mai enu akra de danso manfo no mu wie ka se mu bie mu pipe no atechew sanwea ensu fi pa ni brown ena eba ena mkacha mu se galamse mu se ya ye fere onye galamse no nam se na ntokwa mu nya wotere Ghana water for ni sa se wo mu ye water rational omu emre yen ayi ani ehu da ebedu yen so omu bebie nso a omu bie na anadwo 1 am obi a deda no wan sori ankobu bia enye na chesade echi a wani bebre pa aden ne sese ba ni sa ena opani se abotere obeba be chechire mu na ya ye pemita nso a ye nya mita ye ni a ye kwa omu se mita ni ho mu meridi ye ni o mama fix meter ensu ankane bonye den fix meter at 140 150 a man nankane akra yetua say all the questions are you ready obi ya no kama lovely Mr. Martey afishapa
afi comfortable lovely ya
na ejuma mu to say
eso adomeye
ye denya me asia no pensie da se pa ya tete o so waje enso kama adan enso ne ma wo ye fie
okay, I'm say in January, at the beginning of the month of the year, no, yeah, the Carter Biba out, and na yeah, a Ghana for the state of the state of our water supply.
And to Ghana water for me, state of the nation address on water.
Nepes will be who they are near
okay.
And projections for the first quarter of the year.
Okay.
Na yenya yente wants into and share who's we. A pet bibiano aya challenges kakra.
Okay.
Challenges because yankasa no nsuo na ye de magana for ensheda nso yen such that demand for water now in the country no far more than we can supply. And nyankopon so bongo edie boayen as a country.
To ayadom.
Ayadom and what dom yen with river and natural resources including our river bodies.
Okay.
Na Ghana Water Company Limited yen river bodies here and ye twin ye nua ye dandan enim ema Ghana for enye bi ma omonom. Nsuo no ewo ho, but in feedie no and in treatment plants no it will produce a certain volume within a day. Some volumes now in feedie no to produce a maximum producing capacity no. And no ana enshada enso population. Until before be some population no nature say it may expand it may more. Now for us to expand no so a capital intensive say just say yin sika dodo sika pa mediate aye. Yen say Ghana Water Company ni sika. Aban na wo say eso ye mfin. Ansa na yetimi aye bibia sa. Saban so ye mfin e betimi so aye so a e wo nimo pii wo ho no ma wo say yetimi fam ansa na yetimi aye. Water infrastructure it take a minimum of 4 years and sana yetimi it is such challenges nyina wo ho, but be it as is may no kakra na ye wo no yetimi hwa so yie amane tumi so ye nyina ye so nti kama ye chana kakranka na timi so bia so at least it nya nsuo within 3 to 4 days in a week now you should be able to survive on for the 7 days nti ye try say be manage no at the beginning of the year no you do opebre no.
Asana beba at the beginning of the year, no what can say no krewa open say muanso na mutwema yen no esua ti mugitu mu say esua mu hia se mbenya mfidie akese
iso na ye de ma amanfo mo eno na esua but iso na wo say ye twene de nyankopon de adom yen
ebi wo ho
but wo say bi say ye ho asem ba
mi kama amanfo ko same me ye say ebi ye galam say ya omo si dabi ya ensuo na omo family na che say enye say dry season enko a na galam say enko a but munni emfidi akese a mo de be ma yen ensuo no.
Okay, inti mami breaking it down here.
Okay.
Me can say one insutini a wo say ye twen ne anua no nyankopon de adom yen
ye wo rivers no so bonten wo. Okay.
Afi so ye wo mfidie a wo say it me dandan so nenim.
Okay.
If you no can produce a certain volume in a day, within 24 hours, we produce maximum producing capacity.
Okay.
You find a bottle the maximum capacity. Beyond that, no.
Untumi udi aye man say untumi fa bi ngusubium.
It is sana etie. Nti
mu hia afidie a obetumi asesesi a no ya dawson. So let's say that mo fidie no say ma ahen say 1 million liters a day. Sisi ayen so be 1.5 and 30 million na. Mocha enso yen. Enti mu hia afidie betumi aboa. Na so na moton no. Moton ma yen. Munya sika.
So share and tariff now. Your tariff no and your cost reflective.
Okay.
Such that
she say nya car mu bon hu sika na ye tua no.
Debi. So inti savings e friend savings are you betimi e dey aye bibia etesa no. Yenti.
But water is life. Inti ade na munko ye wo ministry a whole ministry on water. Ti munko no mo enwa mo. Na munto afidie.
The Ministry of Sanitation and Water Resources or more yet to say and I say omo ye yen ma me minister your bad yanga say yen ma.
Okay.
So inti ye no mo nyina na ye adwuma. At this point now young say yen ni sika ye between aye expansion. At this time yen tires no intimi emboa ye ma intimi nya sa no. Aban and I was it me so ya so. Now your tariffs no intimi emboa yen because ye kasa ye no cost reflective so e bia na Ghana fu ntimi ntua nti aban so e de no hye me kasa wo ye mbre na sikakra na bibia nyoma bia ye hia te se ye mfide na no ka on be so ye mfi enu nti na
adesedi akoto
ene dia aban nim ye development plan said that aban nim such that aban sunim say otimi eye sa no nyina man ya within a certain space of time na wasn't so bia so. That is why we have a vision and we are working towards the vision. The vision of government and that of Ghana Water and say by 2030 no I will say nsuo etu so obia bia so but before nsuo betu so obia bia so no so I will say you put some measures in place infidie na no keka ho yensu tene ye hwe yensu tene yie no na ye expand infidie no na no keka ho but before no e betu ye infidie no I will say it mean investing it is an investment no ana ye challenge sisi a anunti na nsuo no entumi enso yenso apart from we no ye human activity kakra na yetimi ye no so ye human activities no so and also say nyoma anti ama enso ye nkra. Let me break it down again. Say yetimi esi ye mfidie ene bibia na ye betimi nye nsuo ama na aso obia so di fie.
Okay.
Now kakra na ye wo sesi a ne ntimi nye mfidie ni nyina no kakra ye wo sesi a no si e cha na kakra so a ebetumi edu ye mfie
obia benya kakra
ama no ho ato no.
Okay.
But when I was saying to me, no, in Sutini, I between Netimi and Kakanka so be answered. Yeah, Ankasa, yes, no. It just says, no, if you didn't see Honoma, in Suno and yet do in twin chins so do no, and done it than the name Emma.
Oh, and so now, and to me producing more than the capacity, I'm running more than so the answer will produce under capacity.
Under capacity, exactly.
Eh, oh, Nasa won't see
Esubontin
rivers are all over.
Say, anytime I can't say Yankupon, they are doing but yen, ye they are doing
rivers scenario, Munya being chain, and I say, I feed do into more processor, more bocado don't see Yamofaka crab intina, and my machine no say, sad dry season, ye hens way, and on so chooses to be produced under capacity.
Although you work as a fine, Mama Menyaji. I just say educational course in but the question just say what we are say and then every day just say you move hormone yet yes into ya yet yes and I was say to educate your mom to mean yes so I say Sisiano soon they can say if you didn't know if you didn't come entwin produce man enso obiaso but ye na kakranka man so
okay
but before beting ye na sa no I say ye nso tene na yakopon de adom ye no eno so ye available na etimi atwene anua but nso na yakopon de adom ye no ye say adom achede no am tisesi anu fidie no si ho no a nso na ebetwe no eni ho no me do ka say pra river ye twen ye de serve central region and western region awe formally no ye can ye say unso na ya teche nti ye twen na dandan ni ma ye brenti ye yi ateche na efi ye yi nsuo papa na efi ateche ni mu na ye be wie na enya kakra bi so eno na ye complain sa ba no kwa emia na ni na de enya kakra na tima so obia so sesi ano ateche no po ye nya awe totally
wow
so tia se nti infidie no esi ho yes ye servicing ye de wo say nyina bibia kama but nso na ye betwi ni adandan nso no ni ho
I see and say am ye water ration ana
yes because nso yen already
na am my timetable and ye hu ba bia mo bebie no ne bere am bebie no amaye
nti in times past no you see ye water rationing
okay
water rationing no a more specific time and day say between 6 o'clock and any Friday 6 a.m. Friday up to Monday 6 a.m. no you'll be getting water rationally because it was say it meet target it was say it meet it within that time no you can say a bar area it also be at so within area A from 6 a.m. on Friday to Monday 6 a.m. But see no in so no endorse on such that you can say rationing now within that period no still microphone was area how omunya into your friend see no friend ration be friend demand management into your cousin so no bad area A yen microphone no enyina call area A so within the 3 or 4 days and so you monitor one day no so no to me do her 2 days no so no to me do her
okay
into your shana within 2 days I expect to say so no within 2 days and say so no to so area ho nyina no so within 2 days na area bi nya there na say third day no ba no munya na just omunya nti what we do is say omumenya kakra no we will have to block them or isolate them so that we push the water to the other area so within 3 days no be etimenya nti
rush na ye wa adwuma mu brofo nti adanti na maame na ote achimota no na wotwe mienu ni na wotwe miensen ensuo no emma anika sem ne say de ote achimota na bia de owo the east side of achimota wanya ensuo no ya say o media ndie ya bio de owo west side ne say media ne de be na wotwe miensen ni emma nti kire no say de be obeti ase de nti a etisa
enunti na me eno na ema explanation for the demand management na ye kan sada ye monitor na etimi hu ne sa na etimi hu se no na chese wo say ye isolate we munya kakra dia yen isolate omo na we mu so omuntimi nya so we are always on the ground ebia
my
timetable no wo ho so tia se but yentimi di timetable no so papa
okay
nti akaso benya so from Friday to Monday a ebia uti a ho Saturday and Sunday na unyaye but obu o a ho no enya Friday ni Saturday nti you the monitoring you hope na o say ya isolate o munya kakra no na it media call ye yana sa because the case the tanker square bar tanker in crofine the betimi asebe so that say but say na pipeline ma at least kakra be ko bia fie
so aye kese o mo se say am for won kan complaining pa say o mo nyenso
a very serious situation but because you are on the ground and because you are monitoring 24/7 enunti na say amount for people are a bit comfortable because you will get the water. We go back complaining 1 week menye so but at least utmunya in a day put out to me store it can take you over a period. We started educating the public for some time now say yenya yembo modern say best store in so
okay
because se siano ye kase aban kase enne menye sika me pese me started the expansion of wager the expansion of bon na so pntimi bra in Krakow it will take a minimum of 4 years. So 4 years now we still have to be managing things the way
managing say
so that say okay. I would say to me cultivating sa culture no of storing water and using water very well, using water wisely. So na yetimi amanage ye ho na bibetimi akọ
first ne ka say bia nkran ko a na edu pebre ye say ana any Cape Coast for edu baby ye see o problem na asolve see as a Ghana baby a fi say enura wi akra in information from Takra they say omo de da oh me refie ye ya na chance bo omo di da bia omo su say as a pipeline se kra bi nam wo no manyen so
okay say ohwa tama yenya oil no our western region no a lot of people migrated to that area.
Okay,
the population is now.
Okay.
The population no cost through ama demand no to cost through. And nunti na last 2 years. Ending
that
of
was
last 2
2020.
years, just about 2020. Ending of getting to the end of the year no. Buying eco kate sword.
Okay.
Na yentimi NC new treatment plant wo Takra yentimi emiti population no because challenge ya wo ho Takra this is here no say galamsey no say yensu tinini nyina like I'm saying no in times past na a prano we na ekọ from kra po na yenya ateche no ni adanda na enim kakra and na me no kan ateche no kra po de ti say we kan initial yenya ateche no kra because awo I totally dried up and it's affecting central region because your treatment plants was such a heman and also or prano so and also survey central region and also Iwe in central region first near what brimson kwa e do dry season na brimson no we nti eno na those times that you schools our central region they be during the dry season na yama ya befie I was in a Disado college nti I experienced that a lot was when I was young nti I don't know so try
okay
try because we built a new treatment plant I was such a mind until I augmented that of a brimso there no until ninya be boom and then we now we are getting enough for central but see no primary brimso no so Iwe until I'm a challenge about but at least brimso no was so kakra say and nunti ye che inso no kakra hono ana omuso omutumi enyebi it's just because of the prudent management na ye dey manage inso no and yes, and I'm not experiencing it. Oh, in crime situation here a bit peculiar. And about other regions now, people don't even realize it.
Say,
yes, because of the way you managing.
Nti say you keep kwese hu takra de hu akra Ghana hemfa biom na nsuo hu asem ayedin.
Baby the 3 northern regions we okay, upper east here quite okay. Upper west here okay, but the challenge with upper west is black voter now here and also galamsey so I'm almost saying so no.
Oh, also mo ye galamsey ho.
Seriously.
Wow.
Ade the bomodin eboa upper west sesia no the fact that population no sir. Your treatment plants no so. Even if they are able to produce, let's say half production, I mean 50% production in a day crap na it means so.
Ti omo dọọso kakra.
Omo dọọso kakra
ba chen asembeba. But eno nso kenye plant ne na di asembeba. Ensuo na river na mo ba twen no na ya asem.
Exactly.
Wow. Yembra Buno East ni Ashanti ne
Bono. Regional. Okay, said 2-3 years ago, a soldier for Ekoshi tracks be or Tamale. Omo san nwana no keka ho amebe ya asem kaka.
Omo ye sand winning, okay.
Omo ye sand winning won so no mu. No nti dry season na nsuo na ba from no metu anwea no. Omo tu anwea na mo de egu ho no no omo ton in the wet season. Omo san sa na fry nsuo kaka hunu nsuo no na mo nsuo ni so any ayefi. But this time the dry season no more severe. Nti no so come from crowd to the extent that we are not even able to abstract enough for treatment. So
it's not the info sabre so ho asem ye
edin kakra.
Na se mo se river na mo twen film na yedin na nti mo kra mo nya mayen eni o man for no mo for mo tin fan no mo nya nso
enu ti na wo se ye nyina etimi hwe ho so ye na etimi hwe nso kakra
ndi ye beche na se si ayi no ye hia nso
se etimi hwe ye nso tin nso na yemfa ne se nso no so a beni krapo krojin na we still can abstract enough. But me no can say you abstract nso na aye fina through the production process we lose about 40%, between 25 and 40% of nso na ya twe no.
And also mo timi mfa mo tanks no enkonko supply nso.
I'm say nkofo ahen ana tanks between supply am. Time a COVID time na abandon the polytanks so that time na pipe so ba wo. So but say any available wo baby anu nti na aban ball saka no and the polytanks sisi hono. Assuming say
those polytanks na eden
empty using them.
And I'm so cool.
Yeah, we still using them.
I see.
Such as we are still using them.
But me say Cape Coast say o frɛ Ghana water for say mo fa mo tank ni mre mi so a mo de be ma o mo but mo beton ama o mo.
Yang as a company, no.
Yes.
We prefer say a best supply so through the taps. It will serve more people than tankers. Into tankers, no, say emergency, we wouldn't encourage it.
Okay.
So I say we prefer say we rather push the water through our pipelines so that more people can have access, and it is cheaper.
I see.
So it is cheaper when we do that than say you use tankers when they are serving. It is an emergency, say crisis situation. We don't encourage that.
And to keep with the crisis in no more from one the coin, move from my craft for us and
from yen, dear cry, dear corner. Or more sachet water producers, bottled water producers, and no account, almost or more chin so not air. We can't stop them because the people also need the water. And Nuntinama demand for water in a crown and increase it.
Then sachet water for no more chin free more.
Yes, sachet water, 99% of sachet water producers, they use our water.
Oh, really?
Yes.
And yeah, I say if you river be more,
Ebimu issue boreholes in a non account, but that number compared to numbers now we see and so no that number is insignificant.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I see. What can say cry a peculiar situation? HSM penny phones who is a cry a peculiar situation. Will be a bar cry, nipping in a guacra, if in a cosoa cry. Inti soon you hear our cry. And then into no modest desalination in the buy. Said your muchin soon a free punimo yin chin in a free mona. Actually, won't send some baby, Muslim bocado in this season, in this crisis that we are in. Can't it be of use?
Yes, you are using it. Young can't say, yeah, you see this or another.
Okay.
Our challenge with the diesel was the cost of production. And ABI mechanic said that we are contracting now initially because a private project, a PPP arrangement.
Oh, okay.
Into contract no at the time no, na you need we do pa nti ebu eni gu ni mapi so ana ye man because but who say enshada and boy, but we are using the plant. Says no, we are even insisting said that you produce at maximum capacity. But the challenge now, one, air power, two, quite between Teshi and Tema.
Okay.
Your pipeline soon and I'm more. Sometimes I will say 3 year relocation. Sometimes in the process, no my pipe no. Into ABR in a week, not pipe bear once or twice. I bet you bear 2 to 3 days. Because they are huge pipelines. Okay. I will say relocation, so I bet we take it more. It is social. We are unable to produce at full capacity. Okay. I'm trying to say about 20% to 30% capacity, and also ensure that endorsement. That is why any challenge so Teshinungwa and Sakumo no Lashibi area. But say 3 years the other challenge with the disano say Epona Ewono, we are also polluting the river as well. And then onam Ghana puano nyina plastic bags and plastic bottles aye eponomuma. Inti say you feed no air twin in so na e na twin rubber na yenku na ko sisi ano. Enu nti amosan bo ho ka extend a extraction line no e called deep waters, but still we are faced with the same challenge.
Rubber na shisha mo fidie na. Asa mu per excuses ama mo ho na asa masama ye mo bona ya ti ase say so na ma na nye Ghana water for na say river area Ghana water dey dey be mo. Yes, Mr. Martey.
I no pay by 4:30 a.m. I'm sorry, preparing to come for this program. And yes, our program here, and at least meet me at the best at 6:30. And son of my sorry.
Yeah, that was
so what I say.
Yeah,
it is in so no air bar. A good for me. A good for staff of Ghana Water Company Limited.
Now I get it.
And can pay if you have fair me and don't come on your bebo. But say no, this is what is happening.
Wow.
So seriously no, since so no air bar, it is good for us. We are comfortable. And what say who say we as staff of GWCL, we also live within the communities. It is so mba wo fear. Me so mba wo me fear. Me notice area ba.
Asa hu ta me beba. Nim demand dey schedule ya mu ye. Etu ni say tu ebeba tu do fear no aka che abusuafo no. Make sure you get the gallons and whatever ready. Fetch water at 12 a.m. Says yensu ye ni mon kan che ye.
We nyina ye ni me kwa for sometimes I eat biti me kakra. Yen distress no obia or Telegram platform, any WhatsApp platform. Your customers need so. Into your mom daily bulletin, daily information.
Customers
customers those who want to be on the platform. There are people who have just refused. I don't want to be on the platform. We can't force them. Your public address systems so every ahumachin and then you know if there are challenges now we drive through the area. Now only platform so maybe anopa baby in Kaibeka kofa. Now, only one nature say you may not be able to tell.
Young for dance for so peculiar problem. Almost say no mo be a pipe no so ebano. I said this way, any brown pa.
Oh, this way come up. And right in so ye no na enye.
Mo amujitum say
na. Yes, ye call hono mo akakọ enye, and that is not the water ye producing.
And then ye then a ban
so I say we are yes. This cannot come from a treatment plant.
Onti sa na efiri obi fie ana.
Inti sesi ano ya isolating area honma. We are trying to identify what the challenge is.
Okay.
So these things say ebefie treatment plant honma. Na say the whole of Accra no benya nsa so we. Because one treatment plant that 7 years na. I don't think fie mienu pe ana fie ba ko pe ana we eba.
Could it also be say a pipelines na nemu no treatment plants na dia area but say for different pipelines mu na ko different locations. And say bia somewhere along the line pipeline be rusted.
Medopa sa pepe. So ebia obi ho no wa ye illegal connection or the afagatem. Okosa area ho no mo I mean sanitation challenges were ho no mo. It is a pipeline that got him na apaya na one touchema. Obviously no we never far pipeline no e about fie. So we have isolated the area. Try say between identify where the problem is near solve it. Me person magana fo nyina etiase say these things are bound to happen once in a while, especially when we have done illegal
in the 21st century.
Yes. Yes. It happens everywhere. Okay, illegal connection. On your expert. Now illegal
connection. There be saying illegal, but you need connection no my no say a legal connection and na illegal. But okay say illegal. Now I say as a my preliminary investigation be say I don't know illegal connection na man abasa.
Say your network no the way it no. So because illegal connection na inso no firma networked. Inti ebia na nkọ nko ani fie. But because it's connected to somewhere else, now it's me alcohol. Because Ghana Water Company, you lay pipeline and forgot him. Won't do that. Because anything at all can happen. Pipeline bet me a pie. A pie, this is what is going to happen. So sometimes, you know, say ubie or pipe, I won't say for the first 5 to 10 seconds if he beba.
Yeah.
And no could be from Ghana Water. Because your pipelines know from your repairs are. Your flashing lines now. Obviously, the first filthy water no will come through your taps. Ube yesu no chenu ube say inso na beba clear no air cloudy kakra air chemicals na your the flashing lines no within 5 seconds na clear you are good to go. Until when there we don't dispute it. But it is as a result of human activities and I must some of these challenges about within your communities.
And say we more
so we are in the area. Trying to identify what the cause is. We'll rectify it and then we'll flash the lines. Let me bet me akoye. But yen film. You who say your colleague, your neighbor, your warfare, your relative, illegal connections now. Let us stop them. Young catch them say, you so born your day. Maybe buy a piece a handle. Obi a catch them say, why people are not paying their bills because it's so cheap. Yen so cheap. But why do we want to use clandestine means in getting water to our homes? Just go to the
cheap no member baby sa fix meter for na sem na mo na social issue say no na say ye ma hwefo ba mu ntemti wasama wo kan ye fa river no ne say je no na crash na bi some no say what about the Wager River? It's so clean. What prevented you from not being able to supply Accra water?
And nti na make say if you dey no e will maximum producing capacity. So beyond that, I say cooking pot. Only aduane be take a certain volume. Beyond that, no, just a way egu. Na ye India no 24 hours. So that 24 hours no, it produces up to a certain level. That level no ana enso. So inti America say initially no, na yanka insu na say na say mo. You say Nyankopon adom yen eni insutene. And it's bonting. It is so raw water, and you de adom yen. But you feed ye no, and the tree producing level be as high level no, and enso. So the water is available, but enso. Now, in so no enso no, so in other areas no, we are destroying in subontine no. Inti kakra pon ke beba na ya chama na so yen so no so ya se no. So, inti I say chain
bisa. Inti say ade asem pese mo chese mu ntimi nya ho hwe inti ye betena nsu aho hiahia yi mu saa.
I say for the past 34 years I've been saying say research from CSIR and amonani CSIR the young Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. Omo research aka say the rate at which I pollute and river bodies no say twice by 2030 no most of our rivers will go extinct, and if you are not lucky now just say a cry in Sofia Monane and Sanayako source ye for the past 45 years 8 years ya been more than the 8 years because what we are facing now not just say ya been nti ka say 8 years now yan sha adasem ka say the bebre.
Are you able to liaise with Meteo Ghana Meteorological Agency now mama ye hu say sisi enso na be sha say atoda ben
ye ni mu ye ejuma at every time sisi ano almost some dey no air predictions. So just say nti ye nyina ye mpa bo say our prediction this time no kwama nso nbra earlier, but if it has to go beyond our expectations and now Ghana Meteo for expectations now we are going to face more serious challenges that we are facing now.
Now more expectations near saying brebe no
you so don't them na
enti o can say be a better February ending and now March and now just say April
we be out very soon nti mama nka omasam mom they are going to come out very soon because they are working together
because most why ye adwuma na che so over the years mun in time say ye call ahonyehia mu opebre mu say ya mo be say o sa time we die enye hwe nsuo ne beba sisi ama ye hu chambe na mudu moni asisi say
meteorological jobs are different from water production.
The Ghana water for some so why you an experience awanya we adwuma mu
experience no ana ye kase nsuo na mbrantem because sometimes so ye expect say e bia beba be say e March no na February kwa na nsuo start settle December nsuo toy
makoma
I mean yen kai time nsuo to December nsuo to December until sometimes no your predictions no it be failing because
I dey see you
I say a bonfire
Oba Harriet say kindly tell Mr. Martey that water does not flow for those at Kaswa Big Man Town near the Apostolic Church and Akosombo Sport. The reason we are giving is that the pressure is low. The day we are fortunate to get water, it flows at 2 a.m. Please help us. Even if we can get days for them to ration, we'll be very grateful. Low pressure, I know so ye in so area semana under capacity and
say I didn't want to sound too technical until we try to be breaking it down.
Okay.
But the mechanism is boils down to low pressures. Because in so no and that endorse no into pressure so na emanent means soon be bia.
Okay.
At the continue say omunyen so sometimes very late in the night and say e bia baby am wono wa. Yen fa say pipeline ni. Pipeline da ho no say so no start say e ba. Omo mote ha no e benye nsuo ansa na omo ombedu ha no. Omo mo ha no ene ha ne ben. San eno ben. Inti some most of the time so muntumi failure mo tanks nyama muntumi entuma pressure no to build up on ndu ha inti e be around midnight obia ada no satan e bia mu yusu so no ana say o ma failure mo tanks e wie inti beyond na so betumi travel beyond the side betumi do ha eno no pressure na e make am inti bebi owo no e bia late night na mo ben source no adeda na mu yusu so na to pipelines and sun e bia pressure na build up. Aside that no
aside that no e dey na low pressure neba
na emeka koka aside that no say you producing so na your pressures no e build up with time so inti you produce consistently no and constantly no na pressures no e build up inti e be take be 12 hours e be 24 hours and sana inso netumi edu echi. So, those are some of the challenges.
With the as a what kind of trouble
in the process, put up pressures, no. If you produce about 24 hours, if you say pressure no air call, a year do one nation, if you are not power call off. Power call off now, we lose even for a minute, we lose about 6 hours
power
of production.
Air call off, dear, send and saying, dear, Yamiswa, sem no crepe, power time call off.
Say yet na ha no mo light is so nya until the sun na ho no short ya say
na say efie mu so say aga na ni bia ana dodo na anim say o enkane a tai dundum no de say ade enka so hwan ka
me kan dum so but sometimes there are power fluctuations e bia voltage no be perform kakra bi so you feeding the way to say voltage no perform kakra bi
say the pressure you low enya mo so na mo area no say the ka say ya dos nti e bia pipeline e da ho no esua e bi so aye dada ana
you can no cre and also wo ho no enne so hwe Jamestown area ho na ya sesa pipelines bi wo ho no because one is so two at check for the Gordonsburg time nti sesa pipelines no. And now, I say within a very short time, you have a new line from 37 runabout on Alpha Kaukudi, I could pay Kotubabi, Newtown, Honma, I will do Kokumle. So, because pipeline at Dahono, I had Dada and a 2, so it's so.
Okay.
And then Osha, Sa Newtown, Kotubabi, Sano, o me CC shops, na dying is in pipelines soon. The challenge we are facing is how are we going to manage that? Even the road now is narrow. Now we want to lay a new and a bigger pipeline. How are we going to manage it? And that is what we are working on now. And also a horn more, na kakran. Sani manuani na no, horn more, yes, some pipelines and no account. But we are faced with serious challenges because people have built on way. Something like baby
challenges ne doors so since we ka say we person so are and galam say yinsu.
Ni na ka ho nti yenye na kakran kakra if we do the right things now our challenges will reduce. So they make for instance, if we don't pollute our river bodies, na bibia da ho krojin we will get enough water. Your ration crop na bit maso bia so.
But then the nipa ye be politic kakra. Ne ya limited kakra.
Yenina ya ketu kwa
na ne. Nipa na ya adwen ye pe bia so e de.
Eti say yenina ya bintimi ye pe when it comes to some of the things. Ye tu kwa amana ne we are happy and obi wo ho no crop de bia na oye savings so person kwa amana ne. Why do you want to go there? Because why fair? E bia nso bi da baby clean utumi kotena no edi agro udi odo obi a utumi call boat riding na no kaka ho. Why can't we do the same thing here? It is just our mindset. And then hi it nay something so I'm not interfere let me go from her because it is not right. My being catch said it is not right. In this what being catch said it is not right for you to pollute your river body. Na nunti one ya we all will be safe. These challenges will stop. So to say
are you aware say areas be on mo amon fa pipelines connections crown call?
Yes. I didn't think about this. I didn't say bibia development because you be friend development plans.
Okay.
Before obesi developing property bia no also call your district assemblies. No, now oko J building permit. Oko J building permit and town and country planning for be catch say am be catch the development plans for that area.
Okay.
I catch say development plans say in so be do at this time, in so be do at that time, electricity be do at this time. Inti yentu ma permit no menko. And now say ebia obekwa ye enquiries for Ghana Water anyway before every area is developed. We have to make sure say in so wo light wo telephone wo say ni bibia wo and sana you develop the areas. In Ghana we do the reverse.
Okay. Ye Ghana no obia so esi ansa na ya kwa akwas. Enti sa atemunimo a enye hwe development doesn't have to be that rigid and stringent. Enti mo so mo dane mo ho na mo adapt here say okay ye ni say Ghana for no ombekwa kosi dan na wi ansa na abase mpacho me permit akomefi. Enti e basa mo ni hwa mbetumi ya aboaye say ne yanja ma develop nsu ankoduru anza because mo so ye ne mo ho ye hu nsa mo so matwe pipe akoto ba bia nwura gu amaka say o ha ye nim say kuro na etire duru wonti ye di kan ye connections akọ
me do mo because oti mejuma na se so ta se inti enuti ana se say ye bre won kran because if we want to follow the development plans in Accra now we will serve that that sad jurisdiction na yitima ye development plans so many do and so no nkabeso yen but because amount for etimi accord beyond that jurisdiction and because we are adding a human face to our operations you can say yembo yan humori na no enunti na yetimi extend the pipeline say do run as say nso ni ntumi nso yen nyina ana wo say ye che na kakra I'm telling you
hey I say mu de mo nya ne ma yi mo ho ano pa because se mu nim say den ya sisi a ye nim kra da we nya ho baby Central University was I no se mo hu se kuro na etire duru ho enti mu ntumi nhya ase ehu se aha e be den ayo connection akọ ho ama wo mo na mu be twan na afi nkrofo no abase o mesi mi dan ha ba be penso afi na mbeka se o e ho no nke o se mu twan na e mum ye connection ko duru ho but only pan was it guy na wi
meka in 7 menu I'll answer in 2 phases.
Okay.
The first one no and ne so call hodmo na seriously open building permit if 80% of our more that they don't have it 80%.
Wow.
I challenge anybody.
But in the assembly am more permits and our person church.
Exactly. And I'm moye no. But yen so ehu me kwa diskunti ani pasa meka
eh wa gyan shokan moba
pasa meka so tia say but enunti ye plans to build a new plant our Aveyime.
Okay.
So that at least we can push the water towards the eastern side. Okay. No, sorry, the western side. Okay. Now because this is your industrial zone be dawa. And sana 1D1F most of most of them so air core side air they need water. They be on by so so we are working seriously at that. Ministry, any the Danish embassy, any join the dending. Even investors. No more boy, they see new treatment plant to na it me about yeah, you have plans for Akuse. Say you will see new treatment plants for Akuse. It will bring more water into the system. Your plans for Pong. We said, saying, yeah, it me a commission the Pong plant.
Water treatment plants. Okay.
Say, see, the phase 2, no so hot man, no see you who do the ding. And also,
yeah. And you are Juma Pine and see yen so ya. January, February, ya, you hear here. Yes,
I'm a catcher say, water infrastructure, no, one, capital intensive, two, no, it takes a lot of time. Minimum is 4 years. Into Sebia to mean senior, you need 2 forms, say, Kim, just 4 years.
I see. I'm a summer for Nisu pipelines in you. Are they?
Then Sunari.
Masamai. I know you are no.
Amasamai, you need so fin some.
Okay.
In treatment plant on some your new treatment plant or home, I ain't so I say Amasamai.
Okay.
And a densunari into a so do na and a et media coho, your minister crapo a plans with me call near shady bit me. I was a home. Amasamai a hot munina moon a friend saying building permits, but extended pipelines are called because we are getting water from Insawam. Into a lot of extensions to the extent po say your partners be our Holland waterworks.
Okay.
A junior will hold more. It may extended pipelines. I didn't so crack a monthful fee at a subsidized cost. So now with me, there's a lot of work being done.
Any Juma de Muye Hunsi. Vivian said, Emso Wabrichi was in my friend. My mom called me from Ghana. She told me there is no water in their area, which is a hokra can say Cordia and now Cody. I was shanty with yam, meaning quanis in a crony dinner mimubo. I were a Kumase offenso, touch my quanis. I honor so many and so problem. Now, shanty with the so far.
But say a son. And ne Owabi was Santa region, and ne Barakesi, and ne a Udu Honoma, Barani Owabino AC as a result of silt no AC. It wasn't soon the hot tray,
but then silt shouldn't be a problem. Say silt to the and ye Nimubenya because silt to the Senya Galamsey. And when I'm Boka call ye silt in a few more my
intiminocas and Fidis who are ye dredgy.
Oh, but say yes, as a Ghana water for years in a room because Mubenya Nuya catches and a Musubaino and a ball and a Mutugumna Galam saints because if it's silt, and Yan and Yamana abodom him, I move it to me at here. That's a more antenna since so we had demo man for. And yeah, you be dry like
say, Ubia Betias, say, young Ghana water company as some shay and sa. Now saying run it to say in private business now. Anka anyhow.
No, please, no aqua veteran.
Men casa aqua veterans. But me casa Sanka young said yen shed ye sa.
Nanya na she and say na Ghana for na manage Ghana water.
Okay, but it's a private business. It is a cost of production 10 cedis per liter. Number amount be 12 cedis per liter. Me nyaho profit. Based on that, to be also be a meeting.
I'm saying Kubata, you and say, in so young quan, in think ideally, and says I told my young cry. Inti, sir, will propose idea, say, M.
Inti, in sooner, you know, ye talk in draw fear monane, ye didn't feed na no account a power, energy, na no account, ninya a cum. Said the mafia, one of the betiaka.
A buying a sotia.
Sabai, a banker say, mafia, what I, yet my. OTI. Sabai say anyana sa, we will do it. And
see a bit you, but you and Tiana boarding said the power boarding.
And something I have
a obedient so.
And nothing I have to be cheap because we don't have the resources.
Expensive.
And I'm going to say that is yes. This one you are Ghana, very cheap. And within the African region,
never fix me.
Within the African region, yes, it's a yes one a
and yes, say we must have your copy. You are so more person.
No, previously, you can't show me. You're postponing the mom into one of motion or more.
It's winning to one by two.
Oh, Omutu, my Sabebwa.
yenti asio na nsu amode ma ye ne ye hu so
but yen pese ye be kan kire mo yen ne be detect am.
Okay ene PRC for ma mo kan kire mo say o mo ntum
but so mo je sa so na yen so be bre because the
na chese mo nyantum am betum na service amode ma ye busa am say mo pay more then we serve you better. We are not saying the better.
We are not saying say we should pay more so we serve you better.
Na
mo say they see who say we want to serve you better. But how can we serve you well? We can serve you well when
not now mama nya wa adwen say mo tumu sese.
But some yana sa so sika di hon mo ye de be ye de wo say intimi de ye.
Sir.
Anyway, and to say like I keep saying, we don't have to dictate to the PLC. They receive our reports.
But you can give them clues as you are doing. Danso Samuel say Oba, I don't think the government of Ghana wants its citizens to be comfortable. We are not on the desert. Numerous boreholes can be constructed in our communities. The government wants to make direct money on water. He can't meet the demands. What I need to shut down first camera van sao. Kwabena JD na ye me di. What sister ya? You okay, first part na your compliments me that. Please, if Dubai on the desert is getting running water 360 days, why can't actually 365? Why can't Ghana do better than this country?
I cannot come up. Yes, we also have development plans. I can't initially say you want a vision by 2013. By 2013, we expect to say it's will be to be
okay.
But that vision can be attained. That vision can be achieved only when we do investments. Investments also cash. The boy for Sikam was saying you need
be. Tikrachi yasem no Daya Azuma, Daya Sing Azuma Nabila, or say we need water today, and you are talking about 2030 to bring a resolution. This mediocrity must stop.
We are not talking about resolution at that time. Development plans. We have to work towards it. And there's a vision. There's a vision. We have to work towards that vision. Okay. And that is exactly what we are doing. It means sorry, your treatment plant it is not feasible. Let us be realistic. And we are being very real with ourselves. And like I said, when we get the investment now, we have this vision. We are working seriously at it. Me no kind, me minister on that. Me MD on that. Debiano.
Any day today, the be hu ni results. Your results na fe. E mama kra mo nkan. You kra be hu sa fe o. Na say say anka na agency. Obia enkoka say. Enti say nso na ba. Nchechemu we na like you said.
See ya. You can say tuya kakra ka ho a. Maka say untia. You can say twensu kakra. You increase time.
Enso na e ma no mensan tuya. Abra ofre water tank for na 500 liters. Omo give 50 cedis.
And no obetua o. But say for pipeline mu less scrap na people don't want to pay.
They are paying. They are not seeing the results.
They are not.
Amount for months what? Akra no months
a car amount for the
say amount for musika.
Amount for tia emu 40% kwanka Ghana water nke be yi.
But say unim say sika yi ya. Enkankan wo yisu ade na wi. Enti mu na sesa mu kwa akadan.
Mame nka bi ncho. Most countries Holland.
So me can prepaid in so.
No, it's not about prepaid. In Holland no obi anko video bia meter. So tia say.
Okay.
But obia etia. Obi anko chese obia setia o. Obia etia. Citizens nansa radio meters no ma send ama utilities no ometia. So tia say because they know that they have consumed the water. So yen in Ghana no. Yema nsuo na manfo consume we no. They want us to come and chase them again to pay. And also another resources. Who the fool obegu kamu, a nipa ben nantiso about ye, and the whole day in ebe we talk about 5 to 10 houses. The number of young customers are echo. I didn't think I was say chasing crop after they have consumed the water. Let us be responsible citizens. So
okay.
They wouldn't say menumunsu at the end of the month, no, add your water bill to your budget. Don't wait for the Ghana Water Company Limited. Utia a bill 3 months, at least you can average it and know say every month, you see in so a certain volume and a certain amount. It is a bill cram buyer as part of my budget, make sure this amount on account. Maybe banner does one a credit to me, saying so
na mo to mama ne payment no aye accessible fi se bre di adane enti se de ni tua no be easy kan na obesan lai akose me kwa kotua me water bill bi kra be ko nipa woti container nim no asen asori oni ho na se nelsi obi aya me gina me phone so me gina me bank na me phone me die bibia motumi aye saade
nana ya yen collection points no now no ye more sisi an ye no more more accessible to the customer. So that in the comfort of your home. Say how tell me no bank we between your bill. Obi upon who TV so with your bill.
Okay.
So through your phone, via Momo, you can settle your bills.
Okay.
So in the more accessible.
Okay.
And we are still using other means. You are still exploring other means that easier for people to pay. But still people are not paying.
Why?
I can't say you're done castle there. But and also your additional resources are you spending. A canal but you desist from Sahel language, you say African say Ghana for there be you bet me
Mr. Martey.
You bet me son.
Yeah, to us na yes every door. Even says Sima or say please people are using water pumps in their homes. Mente odie na se Mr. Martey what you say na low pressure ni
na low pressure ni nti ebi mu so ho no ma o ma connect pumps to your pipelines no pumps no so ahonde a de twin so no se ondum pump na the water cannot even travel beyond the field ho nti e say or depriving the other neighbors when you can your responsibility let us be responsible as citizens. Se wo jai in solar pump in siso a obia benya kakaka adenti an wonko wo se wo twen
Harriet asan aba wo say ya it's not true. Harriet now church and say pressure say all so a big man town until we have no platform. I asked Mr. Emmanuel Abaringa but he couldn't say anything about it.
He couldn't say anything about the platform, Nana say about the low pressures.
And one say
the low pressures have explained. So any platform no so on cancha bringa say on fanning to a district platform no so that at least you bring information at first time. Is she a customer? Bia ne papa was so or no ne papa nature bills into also and any cool nature bills. But if you want to be there as a consumer, if you want to be there now. At least baby I will tell you, the customer number, they'll put you on the platform because we want people.
Oh, so area be on the platform
and every district because
it's almost bro water bill now I'll be set up a platform on it so.
Yes,
now the number amount.
Exactly.
Okay, that's good.
Because and yet obi an person also obi so obi office into me. You need to write and say you do over so without your knowledge.
Beatrice Mensah, I tell the man, please, is Mr. Martey, that we are dying in Takra. The question team, they should come to our aid. In so anyhow, Takra de for near any day. A woman say what can say I say
me Takra the power.
Okay.
Because of situation I've had a lot of programs for Takra. My colleague back home Nanaya, he's also always on air trying to educate the people.
Okay.
So I say but the Takrady situation, seriously, Galamsey. Yeah, can't. But those involved in the Galamsey, you will marvel when you get to know. You will marvel. Seriously.
Yeah, Semo.
Yeah, Sempa.
And also, na mommy and get to know you. Ubekwa kai. I should yes to me.
Me call Takrady, me bob the ding. Me ne ebimukwatina a studio. Me bob me catch up say munjai because me himself also.
Moye Galamsey no.
It is not fair.
Yeah, it's not fair. And see, whilst they are doing the galamsey, you two almost for so munyai. Na yenyan suno, question team for near bay or muddy. Ration ya mu ye in kakranka cry chiche. Miss Bien will bet me a question meeting for so yakakra.
Sanya,
Sir, if you drew what dear. Said your cousin they are dying, and the end, not just as I'm no. I credit.
We are near a minister cry about the cohort weekend.
Oh, watching a
weekend in TV. Just a Monday, baby.
I see. Okay, now I do meters neso. Michael Asante, the fee they demand for the meters are too exorbitant. That's why some people resort to illegal means.
Why should it be so?
I didn't think a meter. In fact, now no na bon come off obi aka chem say okope meter is muni meter or nam say Ghana want to me short meter sir. Meter ho asem net say any acquisition of meter. So person nya Ghana water meter obey then.
Yeah, as a company we don't make profit from meters. So meters, we are not the ones producing it. You're Tofia Manani. And I'm no say you're crabby fee Denmark, you're crabby fee other countries, and no can home. So I say, Sika, and I was say intimidator. So you have to pay for it. See, I know you can't actually the way I bit me, I such that ABA requested for new service connection. You better no such that we you kakra as part of your bill. Maybe order offset it. So what I say.
Okay.
Yen no in so na FM no. Until open new connection, open new service connection. Na your mouth bill be the bill no pipes na be kwa kototo fittings na be toto faucets na valves na meter na no ka kan be toto no. No, Anna, no bill near the mouth, but we don't bill you for a
meter
water when you haven't used it. Using sooner before we bill you. And yeah, from so.
Inti sanya man kitten na motuto no. Averagely so be kwa because baby obi be kono nya baby na Mr. Martey go. Averagely so be kwa Ghana water ho say me kwa kope meter obetu abeye sen.
After it will be very unfair if I have to mention it here. Because the distance from the fee to the nearest pipeline between actually ABA 100 meters, will be 50 meters, will be 40 meters. So depending on the line and the number of pipelines you see, and depending on proximity to your main line or no, I don't ever share the cost. So you see a 3/4 pipeline, if you use 1 inch pipeline, na no can will determine the cost into me.
I know there's a bit corruption akoso because onipa na waba be checking no me minim meter pipeline no home matching madam you be use 3/4 e bi so na obe use 1/8 into 3/4 ni ye say ya
nipa
krono na receipt was so
nipa krono be kasa acha no sika na enko ni kotukom so there's no motivation for him to do that
one na be kwa akoto aba
there be obey estimates na amount. But sika no untua man nko ni kotukom ama no nko nkoto market
na obey any day
so say will processes more effort so the bill will be given to you on a letterhead and then after you process your official receipt.
Okay.
So inti me say Ghana for bia ope bia fi Ghana water sika bia be tia Ghana water staff bia demand for an official receipt. Making sure say Ghana water logo Ghana water we plant wom watermark wom na no kaka ho authentic receipt.
Okay.
O hwe echi a ye carbon we no ya o hwe receipt echi a won say no so asancho ho no mo. Then you can accept that receipt. If you want authentication now, go to the district manager or the commercial officer and even the regional office and then seek for authentication of a receipt now or the amount.
First now come fix meter and that be 50 cedi. In fact 40 and a call 50. So see I'm on 140 150. Aden
meter no bo.
There be a fixed meter and so I mean bosomi ason obi o use to fix meter.
Okay, so estimated
meter on if you estimated cost.
Estimated cost.
So tua no 140 cedis 150. E be if you on nko anete na just a family of 5 or 3 people.
A assessment of the entire home. Ebia nipa baku na team, but our big lawn or flowers or a number of water closets we feel a number of bathrooms and no account. All those things are taken into consideration, and then based on that, you are given a fixed a rate. But the thing is, we have enough meters such that young policy say every new service connection must go with a meter. We'll only give fixed meter to some recalcitrant customers every time biano or my illegal connections bypasses na no keka ho ye choba ku mienu a na ehu say we give you estimated figure in the end your connection sense and crap that rate will go into that estimated figures no but we are trying to cancel all those things say ye choba even making sure say abandon with we legal connection kete ye choba even making sure abandon with this you can wait here no so the call Ghana water na legal connection ma no anya illegal ebia na ohu beto so there wouldn't be any motivation for anybody to involve himself
in fix meter no dey muntumi nye ho hwe munhu ni se ne bo den dodo
and because it depends for 10 wo fie ho no mo a we can't give them same as baby ankofo mienu te
okay
so So it depends on a number of factors, and we assess
so
all
be
those things.
challenger on obetumi di abamu ho say mentia se bia menkwa na
Just apply to us. Just
Okay.
apply. Just
How
write
do
a
you
letter
apply?
to just write a short letter to the district office, and then
Okay.
state our current situation. You have a assessment, investigations. Then we say what we have said is right or is wrong. Besides, your meter readers they visit your home a minimum of 2 times in a month.
but fixed meter no mo read it.
They come. Yes.
Oh, I see.
And now because we are
That's
using,
almost
we are
a
using
fixed it,
electronic
they don't
reading.
read it.
Because now you're using electronic means in reading the meters. No? So meter reader number will fear onto him below. Although we need meter no, this about will fear and son of Obenya all details no from the cloud onto his system and so with him out below.
Oh, any I was say okay, I'll buy a now here because Nkrofo was our consent, you know. If you are there be a moon you fixed meter on beba no na be on gate ya no.
And they have to receive it on their phones as well.
They have not had access. They've not had access to the house, and so much to me are barely.
And because I say a fixed that you don't even need to enter the house.
Say nana make us say nipa no osi o me nkwa na mete ho ana ye nipa 2 or 3. Yes sorry I kwa adwuma no pe no ano. Ye be dware anwumre, ye be senior ma weekend. Enye bibia match na edi nsuo ye. Nanso bo so me ne beso no 150. Okan ye no nipa no de be o ne ban say madam if he say fixed meter. Na fixed meter until no nsuo na fixed rate.
Fixed rate.
Good.
Okay.
Thank you for the correction. A fixed rate. It is a fixed rate, you know. Na se nipa no onyusu nsuo no amutimu say na de ye check gallons a we use for the month na enko baby a. One more than checking who say nipa no gallons say na we use no month no. Na mama who so we use dodo. And so mu say fixing nti mo kasa mo beje.
Inti make say you assess a number, you share number of factors.
Right.
Maybe how you may use less, maybe you may use more, but per assessment you be a certain rate. But say ABI, if you are not comfortable with the fixed rate now estimated bill and now we'll just ask you to apply for a meter and we'll fix a meter for you.
Okay.
Meter not there.
Now assessment fee fixed meter.
Yes.
I see. Nana Kofi asemi no doable nanso or say pon pon meaning say water treatment plant or
yes.
Nanso
you work pon and you work pon. One ends with the G and one ends with the E.
This one is pon. The one that ends with the E. Enfie mienu ni enso ma wo.
Oh, baby or no one.
Here.
Baby or no one.
Yeah, please. Parts of Pong Township taps are not flowing. Since January 2020, we've not been able to fetch just 1 bucket from our taps for the past 2 years.
Anyway, I wouldn't dispute that, but it's strange to me because when you say water goes to Pong, I'll inform the district. Makacha said they should assess the area and continue my specific place out here and can make it easier. We go ahead, man. On no any fear, no problem. And so, I'll be presenting it to say is the entire area.
So, no, dear, one him to what by dear, why dear, or be present,
yes, but at least it will challenge you fear. Find out from your neighbors. Now, we will say the entire area, not your home alone.
Okay. Okay. Or say, Chair Isaac said, please tell him that if they want to reduce the pressure on them, they should advertise on borehole for individuals. Muntu nkrofo for na omuntu borehole to omufi. And kahine he no omuntu borehole ebeba. Because in my layman's view, as I say ya anwea, inti baby a clay ni no bed enye so.
Borehole no, let me give free education.
All right.
Borehole no. Person 2 1 Obeko Water Resources Commission wako je permit or answer na wait to borehole.
Okay.
They can advise you say baby I to never boa ana enti
boa.
But bia be to borehole ama also to me here assessment of the soil no to me say obetimi akofform a certain depth and sana when you nsu obetimi so assess akacho say ha etu a nsu na obenya no to contain a salt chlorides no so you can't use it. Okay. And now Sebekacho say it contains iron and some compounds may not be too good for your system. Okay. But in Crawford and yes sir, they only go and then pay borehole normal bedroom, normal jomsika normal. The challenges that you face with it no inform. For instance, when you're in super or water closets. Now, faucets and ever sending now within no time, within a very short time. It is also car over Sunday, water closets as some faucets na no ka nyina sa aka no sa anka do nyen nsuo fi Ghana water ho ana oye yanka won say anka be utua bills anka won say it to be less that amount. Free education. Ghana Water Company no treated water emitting standards.
Now so to supply nti say mutu omofo na omkofa.
Na borehole now no assume say compound woman it is not good for your body now. It was going to affect your health as well.
Okay.
So I say anyway, Ghana Water Company Limited your lab, your central lab, our your regional offices in so who person two borehole now two borehole between a sample of the water and alcohol.
Okay.
We'll do the analysis of the water and advise you on it.
Yes,
if it's good for you, if you have also equipment, we now this sun so no can wait to me you see. But then the thing is say you may not be an expert in the treatment of water. In the say for a tray back of a particular chemical gum so na a debi out the gum so mo so ni na do maybe you may not be overdosing yourself and it can impact on you.
Mami Maxwell so Maxwell say Omuye nipa too, please, my meter is not working. What should I do? Because we are only 2 in the house. By the month, we pay 200 Ghana cedis plus. Meanwhile, we have 2 big polytanks in the house. How can you help him?
On report it to your district office, no.
Okay.
And then on my website say and advise him. So if you send a meter and you and you no beka or report here, will come and assess. You have a meter reader who visits the home every time. Say meter in the meter reader knows. So, you only expert, so you may not be able to tell, but the expert will be able to tell. So, meter not say they'll ask him to apply for anyone.
Okay. And see, oba ye problem then to me and solve it. One to me and chase and soon a beba na Emma na da ben. Usi yenya yesu bamboni no. Ye jaya yensu.
Say, we are educating the public.
And the public money budget education this almost what solve your problem mom because they need solution.
Okay, into this is one step into the solutions.
Okay.
So into the account why no say you need this one solutions no will flow.
And yes, nasem.
O say.
And yen nasem then so
assuming say nema ya kekere nyina ye nyina Ghana frenya ya resolve say ye jaya even in 2 days we see a difference. But let me give you an example.
Okay.
Edu pempen so bia ochi hene eka say no galam say within the ochi area no.
Okay.
Ebium in less than a week no brem no any ye clear na yetimi atwin so wo hono mo yetimi na yetimi so in less than a week.
Okay.
So I say so if we resolve, say we are going to change our attitudes towards your natural resources, we see a change in what we are doing. So this is a step towards the solution. And so it's part of the solution. Interior solutions, the solutions are there. But if you mathematical calculation, why your calculation and we do maybe also a true answer, no one true answer, although you know the answer now. The teacher no marking or market steps in you lose marks for not writing the answer.
Mr. Martey, that is why Oye Communications head Emma Ghana Water Company Limited. And she said, "Ya ni sai." As in so ni jisi bompa ye menyameto. Na yes it's is by. Mr. Martey says it's is by Ghana Water for be my so. But seriously, Ghana Water, wacheche amayati asese, so no, in as much as yabro sono, inti yadoso, machine no, on to me sumi yenina, sesi ya ibra iwo media, machine wo but onyensu, if we say, in sonsu ani biari, ebinsu ya di mura, esisi no. And the busia to galam say, I don't know. Enti atechana kanenu omunya sone sono, and no munya atecheno krebi, and ye nature say, Atuania. Ombe de and Daniani. Enti said the aya and sayo, with ye Mr. Martey baya, a vision for. And ye say, Mokan say, yensu, you cry, Harry, yensu. Ship house her. Base 2 weeks, no sooner, and run them who says our baby sa bisa. And so now, baby, but Mr. Martey kind we can only thank him and pray that Mr. Martey we can only thank Mr. Martey for coming. But I will say it's a sound so and they no cray. na ya sere omo nso say ye pre hu tumpon gya omo a eye omo ni yachi na omo mfo pipelines no enru ho na emu aye nyina Mr. Martey nyame sha paasa no pay by Stanley Martey ye head of communications ema eye Ghana Water Company Limited ena munsu na namusi ema pipe no nsem no yeni na edi eni nyina eho enkomo me sorry say ma me nkoso anda kuyaski sase matade fefe fa opam ema mi say bi mu hu ni say ye fugo bi say ya your fugo is nice call it whichever way na me da say kuyaski ene pam me friend 020 836 4729 020-836-4729 na kuyaskis enso be pambia ma papa beautiful Friday way pacho yakramo nyame yadmo chena eja kwabena e the critical issues ebebremo me de misimo nka me ho ne enko Asante Dwaben na me TV so boyfriend ba kope eye na na piaje danka also the first on katane ma mi echi yakramo